Today, we're making Cajun Alfredo loaded with steak and shrimp. Let's get into it. Steak, New York strip steak. Now, you can use what you have in your refrigerator, chuck eye, rib eye, whatever works for you. Colossal shrimp. Now guys, if you got medium shrimp, you're more than welcome to use that. Even small, whatever works for you. Fettuccine Alfredo. Now guys, everyone has their own choice of noodles. Let me know in the comments what you like to use, whether it's penne, spaghetti. I want to know about it. And guys, the star of the show. Now I'm using great value. You use what you want in your kitchen. Y'all know how I do. I use what I got in mind. And guys, how can we have Alfredo without the fresh Parmesan? Now, keep in mind this is shredded. We're also going to be using grated, and I'll have the directions and the captions down below, okay? First, we're going to start by seasoning our steak, okay? And guys, we're going to salt and pepper for these bad boys on both sides, and about a tablespoon of olive oil to coat 3, okay? So, we're going to start with our salt. Remember our last show? We're going to start with a little salt. Forget it, a whole lot of salt. Remember guys, it's steak, so you want to get in good with it, okay? And this is all you need. All right guys, so we are using our salt at this moment. Next, we're going to get into our black pepper, okay? Now don't forget to season good on both sides, okay? You know, make it spicy like me. All right y'all, so we're just getting in tune with this. Once we get done with this pepper part, guys, we're gonna coat this part with olive oil, okay? And it's just to give that grill a little sizzle, you know what I mean? So guys, if you want to get like I do, it is totally okay for you to, you know, massage it in, because you want to make sure it's coated well, okay? And then we're just gonna flip these bad boys over and do the same process, okay? All right y'all, and there we have it. We're gonna flip these bad boys over, get them in, massage that the seasoning in, okay? All right, we headed to the grill. All right guys, we are getting ready to hit the grill. We're gonna start off with our steak. Now I like well done, so my temperature is gonna be anywhere between 160, 165. You do your steak how you want in your kitchen. I'm gonna do my steak how I like in mine. So we're just gonna drop these bad boys, okay guys? Ooh, sizzle, sizzle. Drizzle, drizzle. Now, remember we said this was surfing turf, okay? So, we're gonna just lay these here for a little bit, let these cook where I want them to. I'm gonna flip them in a little bit. So as you can see, we are back with this good old steak. So right now we at about 5 or 6 minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead and flip it, okay? Ooh, y'all see that? God, this is gonna be everything, okay? So we're just giving this a good flip, like how I want it. So if you can see, the middle part is kind of cooking a little, you know, better. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this steak over. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do it even better. Y'all seen that, right? We're gonna, you know, rearrange the steak so it can kind of cook how we want it to cook, okay? But yeah, get into it. Not to my liking yet, but give me a few minutes, I'll let you know. So we are back to Flip Nation with these New York strips, okay? So right now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna check the temperature. Remember, I'm looking for well done. You may be looking for something different, and that's totally cool. Don't forget to Google and check the temperatures that you're looking for, okay? But I'm looking for 160, 170. All right, so I'm thinking 5 more minutes on this one, maybe another 10 on this one, depending on where I'm putting it on the fire, okay? This one is definitely about done, so we're gonna let this one smoke out. We flipped our steaks. They at about 145, 150. I'm gonna let them sit off to the side and smoke while we go ahead and drop our shrimp, okay? Now keep in mind, these are already cooked colossal. So typically, I just wanna get some type of burn grill on them. Make it look good like me, okay? So we're gonna just start by dropping these. Again, they're not gonna take long, okay? I'm gonna say about 1 minute on each side with these, because again, they're already done. As I told you before, these aren't gonna take long, okay? We're looking for like that char, but this does need to go a little bit longer, okay? As I told you, we just want like a little char on them, okay? Nothing major, they need to look just like that. You wanna use the lose the juice. But these are about done, okay? Now it's time to drop the noodles. Now keep in mind, what we used is going to be in the description below, but we used 4 tablespoons of chicken bouillon along with 8 cups of water, okay? And we're using a pound of pasta today, okay? Now, you can cut the directions up how you need to, but this is what we're using for my household today, okay? So, we're just gonna drop them. You can break them up, but I like mine long. So we're gonna let these bad boys cook down, and after this, guys, we're gonna get into the sauce. We have just finished boiling down our Alfredo noodles, so now we're gonna go ahead and add about 4 tablespoons of garlic butter, okay? And we're just gonna mix it in, and then we're gonna also add about 2 or 3 tablespoons of parsley, okay? And guys, use at your discretion, okay? We're doing great. So now that we have this pretty much seasoned in that garlic butter and parsley, we're gonna set this to the side and we're gonna get started on that sauce. All right, y'all, let's get into this sauce. We done got everything else right. It's time to get this right, okay? So we're gonna start about 2 tablespoons of garlic butter. Y'all know how I feel about it. Next, we're gonna go in with 3 minced garlic, okay? We're gonna let this like cook down. We're gonna let it brown for like 30 seconds, just until you can smell that aroma. Once you start smelling that, you're doing great. Oh yeah, get into them. Next, guys, we're gonna go in with our heavy cream, okay? Now keep in mind, everything that we're using right now is gonna be in the captions below. And we're gonna go ahead and add in our seasonings. Again, captions are listed below. We're gonna go in with our soy sauce. Okay, now I'm just adding this as I go, but we need the whole thing, the color and coloring. So, y'all, this is the whole point of it being Cajun. You want that darker color versus, you know, if it was a regular Alfredo, you can go check out my last video with the Alfredo that we did earlier, like a month or so ago. It was more lighter, but this is what gives it that Cajun style. That soy sauce gives it that darker flavor, along with the Cajun seasoning and of course the cayenne pepper, okay? But we're gonna just give that a minute to soak down. And guys, when I'm done, you know, adding the extra ingredients like the Parmesan cheese and the grated cheese, I'm gonna taste this, season at your discretion. If you want more seasoning, add it. And if not, you're doing great. All right, y'all, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go in with our grated cheese, okay? We're just gonna whisk this in, okay? We're gonna just whisk in the cheese, okay? That was the Parmesan grated. I'm gonna give that about 30 seconds. This is gonna allow our sauce to thicken, okay? Just whisking all of this in, guys. When I tell you guys, this is gonna be the bomb.com, you're gonna love it. It has all of the things you love to eat in it. If you like me, steak, shrimp, Alfredo noodles. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. So as you can see, guys, our sauce is already thickening, okay? Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go in with about 2 cups of Parmesan shredded, okay? Now use whatever Parmesan you got in your fridge, okay? It's not gonna take a rocket science to figure it out, but this is also gonna help thicken it, okay? Now I'm gonna turn my fire down, okay? Because this pot is exactly where we need it to be. Now I'll allow this 1 minute, set it aside. Allow it to cool, taste it, make sure the seasoning is at your discretion, okay? If you want to add more, again, you can. If not, it's totally cool. I got y'all, JSK. Let's get into this sauce, okay? Now remember, you have to season at your discretion on what you like. So we're just gonna taste it, okay? So, sauce is pretty good, but I'm looking for just a little bit more. So for me, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with another half a cup of heavy cream, okay? I'm gonna go in with about 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, okay? And I'm gonna go in with about, let's see here, we're gonna do a half a tablespoon of accent, okay? Y'all know how I feel about my accent. Now listen, you don't have to do this. This is the part where you taste your seasoning, and if you want to add, you can. Now guys, any event that this might not fit your salty taste, or if it's over salted, add you some more heavy cream, okay? But this is what I'm doing in my kitchen. You do what you need to do in yours, okay? All right guys, we're back and we're getting ready to plate this food. Starting with the fettuccine Alfredo, okay? So, guys, if you want to look good like me or like you, either way, you're just gonna take your noodles and you're just gonna roll them around, okay? You want them a little thick depending on who you feed. If you're feeding somebody my size, a little thicker. So we just gonna take this, y'all, and make it look cute, okay? We're gonna center it, let it go. And we're gonna do this a few more times, okay? And guys, keep in mind, this is just for plating purposes. This for y'all and me. All right, guys, so next what we're gonna do, we're gonna hit this with just a little bit of that Alfredo sauce from earlier, okay? Just a little bit, nothing major. Okay, now if you like it wet, drizzle, make it rain. All right, guys, and we're just gonna take it, okay? Now, as you can see, it's well done enough for me, but you know, I would probably like mine a little bit more, to be honest. But yeah, this is still good, still juicy, still looks absolutely amazing. We're gonna keep cutting until we fill it up, okay? We're just gonna kind of spread this bad boy across, okay? Next, more sauce, y'all. Now keep in mind, this is the surf and turf, okay? So, again, we're just gonna go in like we need to, okay? This is it, that's all. Okay? A little bit parsley, okay?